Hey everyone, welcome back to the Marvel Snapcast podcast. I'm your host, Ken, aka the Super Tech Guy, the gentleman with every variant in the game.
Every variant?
Every variant. That's right, I'm here with your one and only, the brainiac of the crew. It's Guest Gaming. Guess how you doing, buddy?
Good, dude. Good. It's been a good day. I got to play a lot of Snap today, and
Ooh,
I didn't stream yesterday because I had just like a bunch of other billion things to do, especially getting ready for Golden Gauntlet, which we'll talk about later. But it was good to have a lot of time in Snap today, and
that's good.
there's a lot to talk about, to say the least.
Oh boy, yes it is. Going into this, didn't expect to see what we saw, but we'll dive into that in a second. Let's go ahead and kick things off what we normally do. And we talk about the card that came out this week. Let's give the review for Yocasta. Now, Yocasta, put up on the screen for you guys who are watching with us. For those who aren't watching with us, we're going to explain a little bit in detail what Yocasta is all about. So, here it is on the screen. This week's card, Yocasta, is a 3/3 activate. Immediately activate your other cards here without using up their activate abilities. Now, when you read this, it does exactly what it says. Pretty cool. You can play this card down on 3, play an activate card on the next turn, and without having to worry about waiting for it to activate Yocasta, and she will activate that card's ability. So, pretty cool. Now, seeing this last week, we kind of gave it a nice round platinum. We thought it was going to be the best card this season. I'm intrigued to hear what you got to say. For me, I think this card is okay. I think it actually deserves a double gold versus a platinum status. And I think this card will get better as more activate cards come into the game. As of right now, sorry, I think what she does is perfect. The build that she has is great. The fact that she can activate those cards, like I said, without waiting for their cards to actually be activatable, I think is pretty good. Yes, right. That is the word activatable. So for me, double gold. How do you feel about it, guess? How do you feel about Yocasta?
I'm honestly torn about this card because
Okay.
my first day one impressions, getting ready for the Good or Garbage series, trying a bunch of different builds, and I was leaning more in that direction. I was very much so like wanting the card to be super, super good from the get-go. And it actually posed a lot more challenges in deck building than I expected it to. I thought that you'd have to really lean heavier into what she does to make a deck work, like having like 5, 6, 7 potential activate targets at any given point. And the more we started to get through day one testing, the more I kind of felt like I went about it wrong day one. And I even said it in my video too, where there's going to be something that breaks this. And then today, sitting down with the card and doing a couple of other styles of build, I started to feel that it was much better once you refined it. When you really focused it to 2, maybe 3 activates with very specific ones for the deck synergy that you're looking to do, then Joe Costa, let's get that right.
Oh, you're gonna
Joe
Joe
Costa,
Costa? Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a J. She's
But
she's not
do
Spanish. It's
but you're from
Jamon.
Brazil.
No, it's
Is okay. All right.
yeah, it's still a
We're not
J.
we're not gonna go Yocasta. We're not gonna. It's just not. It's not a Spanish version of it. There's no chucker
No,
over the O. What you trying to say? What? So we're going with Joe Costa. Okay.
Joe Costa. Yes.
All right.
Um,
Joe Mama.
yeah,
Fair
not
enough.
Joe Mama, Joe Costa, right? But no, but I think the card is good. I think that in its current state, the card is bouncing in between that wanting to be platinum, but
Right.
almost there.
Right.
And I think by the end of the weekend, it will be there
Oh wow.
because
Okay.
we really needed just a little bit more time to refine the different types of builds. What does this card really want to be best with? And how can we maximize that when it doesn't happen? That's the big catch-all is a lot of people, like myself, went all in on the ability of making the double activate happen. And even when you did, it wasn't a guaranteed win because if you don't get that line to happen up for whatever reason, the deck just wouldn't be
It's
strong enough to stand on 2 legs.
right.
So I think that as we're refining how to use Jocasta, similar to Grandmaster, Absorbing Man, Prodigy, like as we're figuring that out, the card is progressively this week leaving double gold and entering platinum.
Okay.
And I do think it's a card that everybody should have in their arsenal
Right.
because there are activate cards that are going to be regularly coming out throughout the game. Obviously, we already have a bunch in the game too. It's a newer mechanic, but it will continue to get better with time. And
Agreed.
I think that it's a card worth having, whether you determine it to be gold or platinum. Either way, this is a card to get.
Yeah, I think you definitely should get this card because of what I mentioned earlier. The fact that you don't have to wait that extra turn to use that activate ability, I think is pretty fun,
Yeah.
right? She's down, that card comes down, whether it be whatever card that activates Kale, for example. Normally you have to wait the other turn to activate Kale. No. If you put her down and then you play your Joe Costa, you turn her on to activate, you're able to get that extra energy on that turn. All right. The next card that came out with this card was a Series 4 card, and that Series 4 card was Super Adaptoid. Now, Super Adaptoid is a 3/5, wonderful stats there. On reveal, steal the text from an enemy, activate card here. I had some fun with this card, but only when Jocasta came out because that's when most people were playing a lot of activates, right? So being able to steal your opponent's Lasher, being able to steal your opponent's Danger, all these cool things that you could do with Super Adaptoid worked in the first 2 to 3 games. Um, this card is fun, and because of that, based on the testing I had with it, the 5 to 10 games, I gotta give this card a double gold as well. Um, the ability is so good, especially when your opponent has the activate card just sitting there ready to activate when they're ready, whether it be a Black Widow, right? Being able to steal that ability and then use it against them. Best thing on the planet. So for me, I'm definitely giving this a double gold. Guess how do you feel about Super Adaptoid?
I think this card, by the time this podcast goes out, normally premieres on Friday mornings. And by the time you get to listening to this podcast, the meta of Super Adaptoid will be over. I think that
That's fair.
the allure of Super Adaptoid is the fact that it came out with Jocasta, so that way it's a counter for the card the second that it comes out. Then we had a featured location that also gave you a guaranteed
Yeah.
activate card on the board 50% of your games. This card needed to be here for the first 4 days, and then that's basically it. And then it's a copium tech card like Ghost. We have an excuse that, hey, look, we have a counter. It exists. You can use it if you want. But most people after this week will not play this card. That is my honest feeling on it. Even in Surfer, because it could be there are so many other tech cards that do
You could put in over.
what
Yeah.
this card wants. Like I would much rather play Red Guardian over this any day of the week. Any
Fair
day of the
enough.
week. It's way too specific. And yes, it's nice stats, but the reason it's nice stats is because of how niche it is. So I
Agreed.
think that Adaptoid, it did its thing a couple of times. I tried it out. It was okay. All right, that was fun. Moving on. Like it's
So
a
what are you giving
it's a
it?
gold card. It's
Gold
a
card.
gold
All right.
card.
I see a little
Yep.
bit more, but nonetheless, gold card, double gold is in that area. Should you pick up this card? I want to say you should. It's a Series 4
Yeah.
card. Why not go and get it? Guess, what do you think?
Use
It's
your
the counter.
tokens on zombies.
Fair enough. All right. Now, what we're going to do real quick is we're going to break down the decks that we use this week, which we think is the best decks for both Super Adaptoid and, of course, Jocasta. I'm going to pull mine up first. So, guess you want to go first?
Whichever you have set up is fine.
Okay.
You let me know what you
Mine was
where
first.
you
So
want to start.
we'll start with mine then.
Okay.
I was going to let you go first because, I think I went first last time. It doesn't matter. You're right. Let me go first. All right. Pull this up for you wonderful humans. And here it is. Jocasta is what I named the deck. There it goes. So it consists of Sunspot, Echo, Herbie, Jennifer Kale, Rogue, Jocasta, Warlock, Super Adaptoid, Moon Girl, War Machine, She-Hulk, Infinite. Now, I'm going to start by saying I went 5-0 with this list. 21 plus cubes. Why? Because Super Adaptoid was stealing a bunch of on reveals or on activate for the first three games, and of course Joe Costa and Warlock being able to trigger Warlock twice and getting discounts on these two cards especially, and if I was able to Moon Girl them, even better. So I did win 5 games in a row with this list, 5-0, 21 plus cubes. This list right here is super fun. And for those who want to try out Joe Costa and Super Adaptoid in the same list, you can go ahead and try this out. And I know it's pretty expensive because we have both Joe Costa and Warlock in here. Warlock is also a great card. As you guys know, I'm big on this card. Being able to, again, use his activate twice on that fifth turn when you're skipping and being able to discount 10 power instead of just 5, I think it's phenomenal. And of course, we had Herbie in here for some extra stuff. We had Jennifer Kill for the extra energy. And then we had, of course, Echo and Rogue only for Mobius. Now, again, by the time you guys hear this, hopefully Mobius is not as prevalent in the meta as he was when this card came out and Warlock. So I had Rogue and Echo just for Mobius. If you guys want to swap out Rogue and Echo, you definitely can. But again, this is the deck I ran 5-0, and I had a blast with it. Anything you want to say
It
about the
looks
list?
like, see, I had tried some Joe Costa Warlock stuff, and it's so specific that and the deck that I had built with it, I was not a huge fan of that synergy together. I felt like it was leaning too heavy into, similar to how you lean into like negative, where you
Right,
need the 2 cards to happen in a certain order by turn 5. If you get it to
right,
happen, great, you're going to win. But
right.
that's what this list kind of feels like. It's that style.
Yeah, but if you don't get it to happen, then you just go the regular route, right? Jennifer Kale, activate, either War Machine or Moon Girl on 4, skip turn 5, drop your Infinite She-Hulk, right? Like,
Right.
that's how I looked at this. You still had the backup game plan if you didn't get the perfect draw that you wanted.
Yeah.
So, but I
I think
totally get it. Yes.
it's a list I'd like to try, but I don't know if I'm going to keep Super Adaptoid in it, to be honest. I'd
Oh yeah,
probably
yeah, yeah,
tech
yeah.
that out for something else
For probably
at
Luna
this point.
at this point. Yeah, yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
yeah. I just wanted to put a deck with both of them in it to see how they interact. And like I said, my first games were great because everybody was running activate cards, especially Joe
Yeah,
Costa. I
of
was
course.
stealing
Yeah, first couple
lashers.
days, yeah.
Super fun. But again, yeah, Super Adaptoid. I don't know how much he's going to be good after that. But the reason why I still give him a double goal is because he is a counter to those activate cards. All right. Then next we have, of course, guests list. And that is this right here, which is consistent. Wait, this your list? Yes, it is. Of course it is.
Hmm.
Which consists of American Chavez, Grandmaster, Herbie, Brood, Silver Surfer, Joe Costa, Killmonger, Fenris Wolf, Prodigy, Gladiator, Danger, and Sarah. Before guest breaks it down, you guys are probably wondering, why is Killmonger not a variant? Well, I'll give you guys a little secret. Some of those wonderful posts of the deck list from the Golden Gauntlet is from my game because I have to make sure I put the base card with the silver border. I guess. Go ahead, take it over.
So yeah, this was a build that we built on trying to figure out how to maximize Joe Costa in the most efficient way possible. And like you were talking about, the idea of having it be a catch-up card for activates, because you drop it down on turn 3 and then drop out, let's say danger on top of that on turn 4 and proc Joe Costa on turn 4 to automatically proc the danger. For any of those,
Ooh.
like even the Herbies of the world or the Fenris Wolves of the world, that's great because you can
Yeah.
drop down Joe Costa, wait a little bit, do a destroy thing with either Killmonger or with Gladiator or with
Gladiator. Right.
Danger, and then later play the Fenris Wolf in the Joe Costa lane and automatically
Activate.
proc the
Ooh.
Fenris Wolf to bring it back. And the winner, the big key card on this definitely was Prodigy. Prodigy is a necessary card for Joe Costa. And we were doing some really cheeky things with Grandmaster and Prodigy, where if I had nothing going for me, I could play Prodigy in either the left or the right lane on turn 3, build something into the middle lane, and then Grandmaster the Prodigy into the middle lane, and then take the ability from that card in the middle lane.
That's amazing.
And we had some really, really cheeky things happening that way. Like Joe Costa Prodigy shenanigans was great. The Brood, obviously, it's a surfer deck. You're going to have it. But then you've got destructions happening from Killmonger, Gladiator, and Danger, all for Fenris Wolf to bring something back. It was a very solid list. And one of the few lists I would say actually benefits from Sarah actually being
Yeah.
in there for a surfer list, because a lot of surfer lists don't need it anymore. You could
Right.
justify trying to use,
Fallen one.
no, not even Fallen One. No, I was going to say more along the lines of like Luna, just to get that extra
Oh,
card
yeah,
on turn
yeah.
5. But
Yeah.
given the danger specifically, and you have that line of being able to play Joe Costa on an earlier turn and then later play the danger and activate it via Joe Costa, I think that it actually ended up being very solid. And I would highly recommend messing with this build. I mean, the America Chavez is there. It's just as a easy one drop. It could easily be Nova because you've got the Killmonger synergy going on. And I was
Right.
debating about that too, but it always feels good to go on turn 3 if you've got nothing really going for you at all. All right, just do Chavez into Grandmaster and add +6 onto something in your deck that you draw
And
next
that's a
turn. Like,
victory.
yeah, that felt good a couple of times that we pulled that one off too. So it has a lot of flexibility for such a different style of surfer deck. And I'm gonna invite you to try it because it was
I will.
really, really good.
No, I am. This looks super fun. I'm definitely going to try it out. We'll leave links to both decks down below in the description. So if you guys want to go ahead and check it out, it will be on the YouTube channel, as well as Spotify and all the other wonderful places that we listen to the podcast. All right. Now, on to some more fun. We're going to go ahead and dive into the season preview. Now, crazy enough, or funny enough, I should say, didn't expect to see this today. Was really expecting to see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That shocked
what?
the hell out of me to get that message in the middle of the
Yeah,
stream today of like, oh, the season video dropped. Like
yeah.
full on
What a
Scooby Doo
surprise!
version.
And that's the funny part, guys. So I try to be very proactive when it comes to sending over the list to guess what we're going to talk about. And this was
Yeah.
not on the list because I figured we'll talk about this
Yep.
next week. And as I'm doing my, daily duties, and I got a message from White Wayne Brady, like, "Hey, the video's out." I'm like, "No way, what?" So
Yeah.
sure enough, I had to watch the video, and then said, "All right, we're going to talk about it." And here we are. So this new season of the Undead Horde, it is huge when it comes to hordes because everybody been asking about it when they saw the data mines and the leaks, and now it's finally here. First things first, the video, loved it. Loved the whole undead thing, black and white, pretty awesome. Loved the artists putting in those awesome cards in the game. But I must say, okay. How do I'm concerned for how good the horde mechanic might be. Very concerned because after this season, will we want to play anything else besides the undead horde mechanic? We're going to find out. I guess I know you're going to speak your mind on it. I was very intrigued, but let's go ahead and dive into what we have coming in. Kicking things off with Zombie Scarlet Witch. She's the premium season pass. And it is after you play a card here, Horde +2. All right. Then we have this super premium season pass series 5 card, which is Headpool. When this is destroyed, return it to your hand and give all cards in your hand +1 power. Again, this is make it destroy one of the top tier. I mean, destroy is already a top tier, but just think about that. I'm gonna stop here. Guess what's your take on everything I just said?
So in regards to the video itself, yes, video was a lot of fun. I love that they did even the quick little cut to showing Ben getting, the makeup done. I thought that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
great.
that's really good. Yes.
Just nice little, humor tone in there just by having that appearance. So much appreciated. I also appreciated some of the confirmations that they put in the video for the community of simply saying whenever you have a horde card of any kind,
Yes.
if you don't have a horde on the board, it will generate the horde and put it
Yep.
on the board. So that was reassuring to see them do. because people were suspecting how the hell do you get this to happen? What happens with some of the other data mine cards and cards that we now know we're getting this season, and how do they work? And so just play the card. If it says horde plus something, it will generate the horde.
The horde.
So
Yep.
that's all you need to know. Plain and simple, that's how you get the horde onto the board. Then, now we start looking at the actual cards. We look at Zombie Scarlet Witch, where after you play a card here, you give the horde +2 power, wherever it ends up generating. And I think that this is a card that invites move mechanics. I think it's a card that invites, that like silky smooth style build potentially. I'm not the biggest believer in Kitty Pride. I think it's a little bit clunky at times, but I think that in this there might be a way to make it even smoother than it ever was before, because each time you're not only increasing the Angela and the Kitty Pride, and now also the Zombie Scarlet Witch's Horde simultaneously.
Yep.
So that's that singular Kitty Pride now having 3 different effects to get plus plus plus. That I think kind of justifies it officially. But I think that the card is going to be a very fun season pass. It's going to be a very interesting beginning of the season, because a lot of people are going to want to play the Horde cards because it's a new mechanic. And it's the same thing that happened with Symbiote Spider-Man. We got the Symbiote Spider-Man season, and people wanted to make that work, and it needed time to flourish.
Right.
And I think the same is actually going to end up happening with Horde. I don't think we're going to really, truly be enjoying it until the end of the season, when we have more Horde mechanics to mix and match.
Yeah, I hear you, and I agree with you. My question is, after we figure out how great the Horde mechanic is, are we going to want to play anything else? It's my question.
Yes, 100%.
So? Okay.
Because several cards exist. Number 1, Red Guardian. Number 2, Shadow King. Number 3, Cobra.
Yes, Cobra will get his time in the sun. Okay. All right. How do you feel about Headpool?
I think Headpool is actually probably being overrated a little bit. I think it's a cool mechanic. I think it's, something unique and different.
Overrated? Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's overrated because it's doing something that Destroy is not asking for. Because it's much smoother to play the Deadpool line over the Headpool line. And to take something out of a current construction for Destroy has to give more benefit to it than what this does. I don't know if the Wolverines that are currently being played in most Destroy decks are more beneficial than Headpool or less beneficial than Headpool, because in my opinion, that's the card that you contemplate on standard Destroy decks for this card going into it. Simultaneously, the hybrid style mechanic of hand buff plus Destroy, I don't know how that's going to end up working. And it's a cool idea, but I need to see it in practice. I'm not a huge believer in this card yet.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Because I was even thinking about, like you said, the Wolverines or the Sabretooth getting an extra buff every time you destroy the Headpool. Because he does come back to your hand. So, I mean, even if you take out Deadpool out of that list and just put Headpool in and keep destroying Headpool so he buffs your hand, I think that's better than anything else. I feel this card is going to be very intriguing. And if we take Destroy out altogether, like you said, the hybrid builds, think about the decks that want that power, whether it be move, right, or anything else, being able to do some type of hybrid to keep buffing your hand, I think is pretty cool. But nonetheless, we have some other cards we're going to dive into real quickly. We got the Colonial America, which is ongoing.
The what?
What did I say?
The Colonial America?
Oh, sorry, the Colonel, sorry. Oh my gosh, my nose is itching me. But I'm not gonna blame it on that.
He is a zombie because he was born in the 1700s. Got it.
Yes.
Colonial America.
Exactly how I looked at it. Other cards, +1 power for each turn. You discard a card.
Yeah, hold on. Let's stay on that one a second. Hang on a second. Colonel America. Cool. Yeah, I think Colonel America might end up being by the end of the season. Go ahead, go run. You do your thing.
Nah,
I'll vamp these guys.
Keep talking.
I will. I think that Colonel America ends up being the most used of these cards
Hmm.
by the end of the week because discard with Colonel America is going to be like this adds
Bananas.
so much power to a discard lane. Like I really think that the success of Golden Gauntlet's last winner, which was a Khonshu deck,
Yes.
then seeing a discard card come out in the week of the next Golden Gauntlet, I think that it ends up being a card that makes the only card potentially out of the cards that release on that Tuesday. I think it's the only one that has an actual chance of making the top 16.
Right. No, I agree. This card is very strong, especially the APOC deck, especially the Conchu deck that you just mentioned, and this
Mm-hmm.
just helps add to it. I totally agree with that. This is going to be a very interesting build. I can't wait to see what they bring to the Golden Gauntlet with this card. And then we have Zombie Mr. Fantastic, which is on reveal, Horde +2, activate. Give 4 of your created cards +1 power. So you're going to give your hordes, all the created hordes, +1 power. Not bad at all. And of course, if you want to mix this in with Joe Costa, giving them +2. I mean, you probably don't
Wait,
need Joe Costa for this, but nonetheless, what's the
wait,
matter?
no. You said all the created hordes. There's only
No,
one
created
that
cards.
gets
Sorry,
generated.
created cards.
Okay, I was like created
But if you
hordes. I'm like,
Yeah, because
what?
if you
What?
play this and you play this person, don't you get an extra horde, or you just get one?
Mm-mm. It's one
It's
horde
just
that
still
keeps
one.
getting the benefits.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so just the one horde. Well, there you go. That plus any other created cards get the additional energy. Thank you for that. It's how much I love the horde. Um, what's it called? So if you're clogging up the board, you only get one horde,
Yes.
which is pretty good.
We are horde. Yes, one horde.
Yes, indeed. Then we have the zombie Captain Marvel, which is destroy your other card's hair, get +3 power for each, and move this to losing location. This card is pretty good, even better than the current Captain Marvel. It is a 4/4, so nice stats already, and getting +3 for each card you destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be a good card. This is gonna be a real good card, especially it's gonna be a real good card. All right, so I like this. And then we have the Series 5 card, the Zombie Galacti, which is start of game, choose 6 other cards in your deck. On reveal, transform those cards into copies of this.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow,
Oh
wow,
yeah.
wow. This is going to be
So
interesting, guys.
so
Yeah, go ahead.
going back to first the Zombie Captain Marvel. Zombie Captain
Yes,
Marvel is going to be stupid good.
1000%. Yep.
Like this is a 413 that moves to a losing location. I'm
Yes,
floored they're releasing this card. Like this just seems busted in my opinion.
agreed.
Like I don't understand how this card is honestly being released at this stat line with that effect. That's shocking beyond all belief, considering the Captain Marvel that we currently have.
We have. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Like that's just weird to me. Then
Yep.
Zombie Galacti, we started cooking on stream
Oh, really? Okay.
because I think I may have built the literal perfect Zombie Galacti deck
Let's
because
hear
it's
it. Do you want to share it?
I'll share it. It's fine because I've already trademarked it.
Okay, good.
It's impossible to fuck up.
Oh man, said he trademarked it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you
Oh
heard that. If
yeah.
you try to play this list, trademark
Oh yeah.
incorporated by It's Guest
Yes,
Gaming
100%. Yeah.
Incorporation.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, paperwork is already filed.
All
So
right,
it's
perfect.
it's a Zombie Galacti discard list.
Okay, I'm loving it. I'm
Okay,
hearing it.
here's what I'll do. I'm gonna so you can put it on for the video as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send
Yes.
you the deck, but with
Send me the
Scar
list. Okay, so we
and
let me guess here.
and
We have
Scar
Lady
will.
Sif. We have Ghost Rider. Well, let me see the list. I'm just guessing out my head, guys.
Yep.
We do have Lady
So
Sif, and we do have Ghost Rider. Okay, I was
yep.
close. That was good. All
Yeah.
right,
The list itself
let's pull
is
it out.
Wasp, Yellow Jacket,
Oh, what am I doing?
X-23, Blade, Wolverine, Makari, Lady Sif, Ghost Rider, Proxima Midnight, Modoc, Khonshu, and then Zombie Galacti.
I'm gonna put it up on the screen for you guys right now because this
Yeah.
looks crazy, guys. Like, no lie.
So
I'm loving
the
where your
way
brain
that
is
this
going.
deck runs is your whole goal with this list is to discard Khonshu twice. Play Khonshu on 6. That's your whole goal. So Wasp and Yellow Jacket are in here because you just don't want them in your hand. You don't ever want them being discarded. Makari is
Okay.
in here because you want Makari to automatically play herself no matter where she is.
Right.
Then your discard cards are Blade, Lady Sif, and Modok. Lady
Okay.
Sif guarantees and hits the Zombie Galacti, which goes into your discard pile. Then you've got Blade and Modok. Worst case scenario in this, it comes back. You've got the Zombie Galacti coming back as a 7/5 if you play Khonshu on 6. If you get Khonshu
Eh,
to discard at least twice, it's a 6/12, which brings back Zombie Galacti as a 12, and every other card in the deck automatically gets itself played. The X-23 hits the board, Wolverine hits the board, Makari plays itself to the board, and Proxima Midnight hits the board. So nothing else actually ends up hitting the discard pile except Ghost Rider. So if you bring back the Ghost Rider, it just brings back the card also.
yeah. Wow. And just so you understand, guys, the Galacti to start a game selects 6 cards, and those 6 cards get converted
Yep.
into the Galacti. So the 6 cards could be the Wasp, the Yellow Jacket, the Makari, the Wolverine, or the X-23,
Yep.
or the Proxima, or the Ghost Rider, or anything else, which is
Yeah.
bananas because Guess is right. He trademarked this. Every card here will hit the field. And if one of them is the Galacti, is the Herald, they will get transformed into the Galacti. This is pretty
Yeah.
good.
And
I'm not
6 of
gonna lie
those
to you guys.
cards will all turn into 12 power cards
I
automatically.
cannot. This is pretty good, especially the Wasp and the Yellow Jacket, because you get to play those nice and easy. So now you won't
Yep.
know until you play the Herald. Well, so you play Zombie Galacti, which card is supposed to be it. Is that correct?
It is marked on the card in your
It is
hand
marked.
and on the board with like this little like
Okay.
haze around it that you'll know
Okay.
that,
So you
hey,
will
this is
know.
one of the targeted cards. Yes. So
Amazing. That's
basically, if
amazing.
you draw Modok Khonshu, for the most part, you're pretty much set to go. The only thing that gives you some inconsistency here is if you draw Makari or Lady Sif on turn 5 specifically. That's it.
Yes, that makes sense. But other than that, the percentage for that happening is very low. Very high. So you have nothing to worry about there. The cool part still to me is the Wasps and the yellow and the Yellow Jacket, because if those two are
Yeah.
it, you can just play it on the final turn with the other card and put them in the locations you want because you already know they're going to turn to 12 power. That is
Oh yeah.
crazy. Question for you: can you
Yes.
increase the power of the the Zombie Galacti, and that will also trigger the power of the other cards, or it's still going to be just 12 regardless what you do to it?
Well, by you
'Cause-
reviving it with Khonshu as a 6/12 and then it revives the Zombie Galacti at 7/12, that's what transforms all of those into 12 power cards. But
No,
in
no, I'm
other
saying,
mechanic,
yeah.
go
Oh,
ahead.
so continue. No, you're right. Let me hear the rest.
So then if you're not doing like that style of mechanic, if you just let's say Okoyed, your 7/4 Zombie Galacti, it will then be a 7/5 and all of your cards will turn into 7/5s that
Okay,
have
so
that marking on
okay.
them.
That's what I want to know. If you were to be able to increase the power of the card when you play it on reveal, it flips those other cards to the same exact power it was.
Yes. The same
Okay,
power of the Zombie Galacti card as you
right,
play as it on reveals onto the board. Yes.
right. So even if you were to do some type of shenanigans with what's her name, Galacta, and you play
Yeah.
that card after whatever the power
Oh yeah,
is,
if you had
those
like
cards.
Luna Snow into Galacta and then turn 6 you play the Zombie Galacti as is, that's now a 7/6. So all of your
Perfect.
targeted zombie cards are going to be 7/6s.
Awesome.
Correct.
Awesome. You guys can Cerebro 6. Think about a Cerebro 6 deck. make that happen, you guys will be all set. But that's what my head went first, is some type of cerebral madness with that card, being able to make those other cards the same exact power. Pretty good, man. Impressive. This deck, I think, is going to be it. I think everyone is going to play this list. It is incorporated by the one and only It's Guest Gaming, so make sure you guys give deck credit to where it is deserving, because wow, I'm impressed. I am super impressed with this list. I'm sure everybody in chat is as well. I'm sure people who are listening to this is as well. Make sure you guys take your notes. We will definitely leave this list somewhere for you guys. So we'll probably put a link. Probably guess we'll use Untapped or somewhere
It'll
else.
be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be in the good or garbage video too, and I'll be
Oh
trying
yeah.
it day one because
All
I
right.
have it already saved because I'm not losing that list because we spent
No,
too
you
much
should
time
not.
talking about it.
No, that is perfect.
I'm so
I'm glad
excited for
that
that
you,
card now. Now that we know that,
man.
oh, I can't wait.
And that's the last card coming out. Am I right?
Yeah,
Well, let's go
last card
check
of
and
the
see.
month.
Jeez Louise, we gotta wait all the way till then. All right.
Yeah.
Let me pull that back up, and we can go ahead and. I mean, that is it for the end of the season. We do have some other cool things coming out. We got the seasonal series 4 pack you're gonna get. Of course, we got some cool Sanctum Showdown and a Halloween version of Grand Arena. I like both of these. These are two of my favorite limited time game modes. Right after the new Deadpool, though, the new Deadpool was great. But these two, I love these so much compared to everything else. So I'm happy they're both coming back this awesome season. And of course, you get the Hunger and Zombie Century. And of course, we have on the 7th of October, we have Zombie Giant Man and Zombie Power Man. Now, this is Ant-Man, of course, guys, and this is Luke Cage. So I'm pumped to see these cards. But of course, here's their abilities. We have Giant Man, which is on reveal, Horde +1. Then this gains power equal to your zombie horde. And then we have the Zombie Power Man, which is end of turn. If you're winning here, discard the leftmost card from your hand. Another two cost discard card that can help out the Agatha decks. Love it. Then we have the limited time event mode, as we mentioned, the Hunger with Honorville, Horde +3, and the Zombie Sentry, which is Honorville, Horde +1 for each of your cards at the right location. All right, guess I'll let you speak about these 4 cards and how you feel.
So Zombie Giant Man has the potential to be the Gilgamesh of zombies.
Mm,
So this could get really like to be a crazy large card. Um,
yes.
I'm depending on how, by the end of the season. I think this is one of those cards that will get better with time. We just need more and more, you know, more and more time to mess with it because you have to lean into this card similar to how you lean into Darkhawk, right? Because you're playing a card down and then okay, where does the horde show up? Oh, it's over here. Okay, so now I'm going to start buffing it. So you've
Right.
got ongoings, you've got your Hulk Busters, you've got your et cetera, et cetera, et cetera that you're trying to do to build up that card so Zombie Giant Man can take on that power as it drops on turn 5. Then also turn 6, absorbing that. Like there's
It's going to be crazy.
cool things with that. Zombie
Yep.
Power Man, I think is just more than just Agatha discard because yes, of course it'll
Yeah,
make
yeah,
total
yeah.
sense in Agatha discard, but I think in also you're similar to that zombie Galacti list I was talking about.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
could fit into that 100% because it's just getting rid of cards progressively.
Yep.
So as long as it just keeps getting rid of cards that are going to go ahead and hit the board automatically and you're winning the lane, then it's kind of a win-win scenario for the most part. So big fan
Yep.
of that. The Hunger is a 1 cost. It's actually a skill card. It's not a 1/0 as it shows on the website. It is a skill
Ah,
card, and it does confirm
okay.
that later on in the article on
Right.
the
Okay.
snap page here. So just be aware of that it is a skill that automatically puts a horde onto the board somewhere, and it's a 1/3, basically, is what it's doing. And
Okay.
then Zombie Sentry seems like it's going to be good. It's got the 3/8 potential total power, sort of. Like, it seems like it's going to be good, but I think it might be exclusive to just like horde niche decks
Right.
only. Like, I don't see this card getting play outside of it just because it's a 3/4 that creates a 0/4.
Right.
It's I'm not sure. I'm curious, but I'm not sure yet. But I think it's the weaker of them all. But that's me.
Right. Listen, man, all these cars look great too, man.
Oh, the
Not even
art
the
on them
variants.
is
These
fantastic.
base
Yeah,
cars are just so
yeah.
good, guys. Like I'm super impressed with these. I cannot wait to see what else they got going. All right, then we have, of course, Vivid Vision and Danger will be, of course, in the snap packs. Then we have these locations that look phenomenal. I see Spider-Man and White Widow, and we have a bunch of zombies. So we have the Deadlands, end of turn, Horde +1. We got Survivor's Camp after turn 4. Draw if you're winning here. If not, Horde 2. Okay.
I
Again,
wanna point out with these locations that if you are not running a horde deck, the location will generate the horde though,
yes,
which is quite cool.
which is good. Either way, yes, agreed. Um, And if you guys haven't watched the latest season of the Zombies over on Disney Plus, make sure you guys go check it out, so you guys get a better understanding of these awesome locations. Yeah, this is going to be a fun time as well. Then of course, Sanctum Showdown, as I mentioned, and Grand Arena. Then of course we have some brand new albums coming out. This Vision looks great. This Jimmy looks awesome.
Wait, hold on. Whoa. Slow the
What's
fuck
the
down.
matter?
Wait,
What's
go
the
back
matter?
to Grand Arena a second specifically.
Okay.
You're not even going to talk about all the new champions?
No, I wasn't going to talk about the new champions. I was going to leave that for another podcast. But since you want to talk
Oh,
about it, but yeah, because let's do
cliffhanger?
it.
Okay. I mean, we only know the names, that's all. We don't know the
Okay, fine.
deck.
Fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the new champions going with Magneto, the Hulk, and Ghost Spider. So, this is going to be fun.
And
If you guys remember Grand Arena, huh?
and there's one
And
more.
who am I missing? Uh,
Thor.
oh, they say Thor? Damn, I'm blind. Yes. I said the
It
Hulk. That's what I
happens.
saw there. Yes.
Yeah,
So,
it
guys,
happens. The
if
Hulk,
you guys
Thor,
remember
Hulk.
the,
Okay,
yes, yeah,
that's
same,
justifiable. I get it. I get
same
it.
difference. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Nonetheless, guys, you guys remember the Grand Arena was a great, great event. Definitely enjoyed it. I think you guys will as well with these new champions being added. And they did mention they're going to be adding champions as the Grand Arena keeps coming back. I'm still waiting for the Infinite to show up. That's probably why I didn't read the list. But nonetheless, Magneto, can't wait to see what it does with its wonderful not tokens. What do they call those? The what are those things now? How come I can remember what they are? You just mentioned what the hunger was.
Skill cards?
Skill. Yes, can't wait to see what the skill cards are going to be for Champion Magneto, Champion Thor, Champion Hulk, and Champion Ghost Spider. How do you feel
Yeah.
about this?
I mean, Grand Arena was pretty well received last time, and I think it's going to be well received again. I think
Yeah.
they're listening. They're really listening to the community because the most common comment about champions that we did see was that none of them were move cards. Um,
Right.
so I love that there's a Ghost Spider build in here. We're gonna have some shenanigans with that.
Yes.
And I mean, these are
Magneto
just
too.
outs. There are some legacy characters as champions this time. Magneto,
Right.
Thor, Hulk. Like this now. It feels like it's Avengers, Grand Arena. Yeah,
Right.
like
Yeah.
epicness. Quite cool. And I also like that they're also bringing back that premium event pass. I think it was one of the better deals in the game for 800 gold.
Agreed. Mm-hmm.
Super low investment, even for a free to play player. That is absolutely worth it for the amount of resources you get. So I'm excited for Grand Arena to come on back at the end of the month.
I agree. All right. They have the brand new albums coming out, which looks pretty cool. Can't wait to see these. This right here, the Tribunal. This one looks
Oh
so
yeah,
good. I am
I love
so
the
pumped for this.
tarots. Oh, they're so
Yes.
good.
So this is like, why did we never have this one before? To think about it, right? Like, it's such a perfect
Oh,
tarot card, right? Wow. Wow. And of course, we're gonna get that awesome thumbs up zombie mode. So now we get the FU in zombie mode type emote.
basically, yeah.
Interesting.
Trying to
Yeah.
switch up the
Yeah.
feeling of what a thumbs up
Uh,
feels like in Marvel Snap.
this gives me Plants vs Zombie vibes all the way. By the way, though, if you guys haven't played it, definitely check it out. Shop Takeover. We got, of course, October 14th to the 15th. We got some Cyberpunk art, which I am a big fan of the Joe Costa, so I cannot wait to see these other cards come in, Danger and Bastion, etc. Here we go, man. There it is. Midnight Suns bringing them back. This is the first time, guys, that I figured out, thanks to guests, that I can use my 800 gold premium to get all the variants. And then second to this says, we're going to add avatars and everything else to that 800 premium pass because Super Tech God got all his variants, his 1200 variants for 800 gold. That was a very good
Yeah.
time. You guys are very upset that you get an avatar when you open your premium mystery variant. Just remember who did that, okay? Remember who caused that. It's Guest Gaming. All right, then we have feature sets coming out. Big fan of this current feature set.
Yes.
Now we have
Oh
some
yeah.
cool Sanctum Showdown, wonderful premium feature sets. And then look at these guys. We got some dark fantasy variants coming out, which I'm pretty cool about. We have a variant pack, guys. Isn't that awesome? We haven't had this yet. So the fact that our first one is the dark fantasy, shout out to Second Dinner because I'm a big fan of the dark fantasy variants, and I'm happy this is going to be one of the first variant packs to come out.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the artists' variant packs coming out. I can only hope a Super Tech God top 5 or top 10 variant pack to come out. I think that would be cool. Second Dinner, you guys listen. Super Tech Gods top 5 variants in a pack. I think everybody would buy it. So just think about that. And then, of course, that wraps up the rest of this new season coming out.
Yep.
We got a lot, man. It's going to be a fun time. I cannot wait for this season to come out.
Yeah.
October, by the way, guys, before we get to our next topic, October is a very special month, not just for Second Dinner and Marvel Snap. We know that's their third year anniversary. It's
Mm.
also the month that your two favorite podcasters in Marvel Snap were born. Guess is in October. I'm in October. So do expect some birthday streams to come out. It's gonna be a good time. Guess your birthday is October.
17th is the actual day, but my celebration will be on the 14th.
There we go. And that's my little brother's birthday. So shout out to that. That's awesome. And my birthday is on the 24th. It is a Friday. I will be out celebrating with people, but on the 25th, I will be celebrating with you guys from my stream. So don't forget, guys, October is a big month. We got people in chat's birthdays. We got Second Dinner's third birthday with Marvel Snap. And of course, we have guests and my birthday. Now, on to the next topic. And that is, of course, the high voltage. So high voltage came back today. Um, and it is fun as it should be. High voltage is always
Yep.
great. We don't have that much rewards to even be too concerned about. It's a bunch of borders and premium mystery variants, etc. But I'm happy for the mode to be back, and I'm going to actually pull it up. So, guess you can go ahead and talk about how you feel about it because I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I mean, I like when they bring these back for, 4-day cosmetic weekends. It's just, hey, here's something different. There's no pressure. It's not like it's a 2-week game mode. It's here for a week. Sorry, it's here for 4 days. Correction, my apologies. And have fun. If you want to play it to get some variants and some borders, sure, go for it. It's even faster. It's 3 rounds. Just go ahead, play, have fun, and get some shiny things in the process. Like, this is a no-brainer for Second Dinner for engagement. And I was thinking about this just before the podcast because I had asked a question to my own chat earlier. And I said, originally, I thought, wow, this is bad timing because why would you add in something of this nature in the final week of the month when it's also Infinite Conquest Week?
Conquest. Right.
And this is that last push. There's those people trying to get those infinity borders, etc. And it kind of felt like, well, it's contradicting, isn't it? Because you want people to engage more in the last week of the month to keep them engaged before the new season comes on out. Because obviously the first week of the
Correct.
month is the highest engagement typically of any given month.
Right.
And the fact that they chose to do it again in the final week of the month, and then you also look at next month and they have it going on with Grand Arena doing the same thing, to me, that's proof that Second Dinner believes Conquest is dead. That they need to supplement their own game mode with a different game mode to get engagement up in the final week of the month. And I
Yeah.
think it leads to a bigger conversation of what has to happen to Conquest for it to be something people want to play, or how do you just scrap and rebuild using the bones of Conquest to do something else?
I think it's both. I mean, we've been saying this for a long time. You should make high voltage the new conquests. Have that be the mode where you get the border, right? Whether you make it a little bit different, but I think high voltage on the final week every season to get that border, I think would be super fun. Um, Conquest needs to be revamped where I think it turns more into anything else than what it is right now.
Mhm.
Because again, being able to have to win 5 games in a row in the Conquest style, whether it be two now, two later, whatever, three later, it's still a lot, right? You lose on that 5th game, you're like, what the F? I don't play this mode anymore. And that's what happens. I think it needs to be revamped somehow to make it more fun. Make it not be for borders. Make it be something else. Make it be a tournament style event. Make it be whatever you want besides what it is right now. And I think for borders, give us something more fun, more intriguing. Make it have us win 3 to 5, oh, even 5 of the high voltage modes. I'd be happy with that,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Winning 5 in a row of those. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that'd be so much better to do
Yeah,
that.
and I think that would be the way. Yeah, and then there you go. You can even make the borders electrified, whatever you want. But I mean, I think that should
Yeah.
be the end of the season
I
mode.
think I think for that aspect of it, yes, it makes total sense
Yeah,
for high voltage. However, for the actual game mode of Conquest itself,
it needs to be
I
changed. Yeah,
think I think the solve to it is to make it almost like a mini tournament
yeah,
where each of those is just its own tier, right? You still have your normal what do you call it, grounds, your proving grounds. This is how often
proving
I play
grounds.
it. I forgot the name of it, right? You have your proving
Yep,
grounds.
yep,
Then you have your gold. You get rid of silver entirely. I'll explain why.
yeah,
You
yep.
have your gold, and then you have your infinite. And what it actually is proving grounds is exactly as is, no problems, which then gets you a ticket for gold. Gold is a 4-person bracket where you have to win back-to-back games to get your infinite ticket. So it's a mini tournament. It's 4 people and they face off against each other.
Right.
You have a 2-and-2, and the winner of each of those matches,
Play each other.
that's the next
Game
that's the
over.
next potential match that you can pair up for.
Right.
And if you choose to stay in it and wait for the match, that's great. If you choose to forfeit, you choose to forfeit. Then, if you win one of those, you get the infinite one, where then it's an 8-person bracket. And that's an 8-person mini tournament. And now there's even further reason to want to be logged in and be in that game mode in the final week, because it's the only time you can have an 8-person mini tournament bracket. And that's what gets you your borders, because then you only have to win 3 games.
That's great. You know what the problem is there? You need
Availability.
spectator mode. No, you need spectator mode because if I gotta wait, I gotta do something while I'm waiting. So I'd rather watch the
No,
matchups while I'm waiting. No spectator mode. Okay.
it has to be similar to practice range in Rivals, where you're doing something else and you're waiting for your opponent, and the second your opponent shows up, you can be in proving grounds just playing another match, and then the second that you get paired up for your finals match, it just brings you into your finals match. And then the guy in the proving
Interesting.
grounds, here, you get the boosters, have fun. Like, that's what I think they would have to do to
Okay.
make that work. But I think
All
it
right.
kind of fills a couple of it ticks a couple of boxes at the same time. Um, I think that it could work in some way, shape, or form, but I'm not paid enough to try to figure that kind of stuff out, because
No, I
Second
get it.
Dinner doesn't pay me. I'm not on their salary, even though I'm their employee of the month.
Yes, you are employee of the month. Exactly.
That doesn't
No,
mean they pay me.
I'm with you. No,
I'm not on their
hey,
salary.
I get you. You're right. But no, I'm with you. And I like that as well. I just think the spectator will be more fun because you
Oh
think
yeah.
with any other game that we play, even in the fighting game world, you already have your character. You can't switch, right? So you go in and you, like, again, if you're winning, you have to wait for the next round. You'll get to watch your opponent's battle it out. So you can't go back and switch decks anyway because you're stuck with that deck. But it gives you something else to do. You can watch the event. You can
Yeah,
probably be in
but
a little chat room where you can talk to the other people like, oh, this match is fun, or give emotes, but it don't bother them, right? It's just for the people who are sitting and watching. And then when that is over, you know you're up next. it moves you up next and you start to play. I think that'd be pretty cool. You don't have to watch, it doesn't have to be spectator mode. I just think that would be a great option to be there. So if you don't feel like going and playing Proving Grounds or being out of the game, that keeps you in the game and it keeps you entertained as well as engaging with what's going on currently. That's where I
If you
look at the.
But if
You go
you're
ahead.
doing spectator mode, you're gonna have to like at the beginning of each match when it shows the head to head, it's gonna have to
Hmm.
be open deck list if you do spectator mode. Because
Why?
what's to say that person A, like you're in your matchup against somebody and I'm in a matchup against somebody, your match ends, and then you can
Right.
watch my match and you can see what cards I'm already playing.
You can. No, you don't. You don't see what they're playing. You only see what hits the board. So if you think about,
But
I
that's
don't know
still
if you
what
ever
they're
see.
playing.
Yes, I mean you know what decks again, but what does that matter to you? You can't change your deck. You know what I'm saying? You can't change your deck. So even if you, because what, like for Yu-Gi-Oh, you don't see what's in their hands at all. It's like it just shows the backside of it. But when they play it, you see when it flips up. You can't change your deck anyway. So what's the difference if you start to see what they're playing?
Because even on match number one, if I know
Hmm.
that they're playing a Mobius, I'm playing my entire deck from the first turn differently until I see that Mobius. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. All right.
I'm playing around Mobius from turn one of match one versus, oh, they sniped me for 4 cubes because they played that Mobius on turn 5 in a match that we were all in on, and then I retreated. It's a You'd have to have open deck list at that point.
That's fine. If that's what we have to do, that's fine. I just think that would be the better route to
Yeah.
go because instead of just playing something else and waiting for your turn, open deck list is fine, I think. But either way, again, we don't get paid enough for this. Let them figure that out. Back to the ban card list. We have, of course, these cards are banned. The newest one here I see is Jimmy Hammond. Why is
Yeah.
Jimmy Hammond banned? Because, ladies and gentlemen, high voltage gives you a plethora and a shit ton. We'll use both of those of
Yep.
energy. So
Yeah.
to have Jimmy Hammond here would be unfair, especially for those who didn't get Jimmy, because a lot of us is like Jimmy is meh or he's trash. So it would be unfair if Jimmy was available here because yes, I will definitely play Jimmy nonstop. What else sucks here is though, how dare they remove my Pantherzola? How dare they?
Oh, thank
Pantherzola.
God they did. Don't
How
even give me that shit.
how dare they? This is racist. I'm mad. Where's this is racist. I'm sorry. I'm just
That's
joking, but
racist.
I'm
Shang-Chi
joking.
was taken out too. You mad about him? Wong was
100%.
taken out too. You mad about him?
100%. This is
Robots
not
were
right.
taken out. Ultron was taken out. You mad about that?
Yes, wait till I get my AI friends in here. We're going to fix this problem, okay? The Galactus, well, he's been going nonstop. So
They're
don't worry about him.
racist against clouds. Purple fart fuck clouds also.
Nobody liked Goliath, so I don't care. A life can suffer.
Nobody
But
liked
look how
Black
they.
Panther Zola in this mode. Who cares?
My goodness. I liked it, okay? I like Pantherzola. I'm sure people in chat like Pantherzola, right? Pantherzola out of this mode, especially with Odin. Ah, boo. But you know what? I'm not that upset. I am happy to see this. All jokes aside, I'm happy to see this because now people have to build different lists, come in here and have some fun. And I see some amazing builds already without the Pantherzola line because that's all people were doing last high voltage. So I totally get it. I'm happy. I'm pumped. I'm happy this is back, and I can't wait to start building a list and play this mode. Jeez, damn, Guest is so angry all the time. He's angry at dinner time. I don't know. How dare you get so angry at dinner time, Guest? All right,
It
on to
happens.
our next topic. This is the fun topic. All these are fun, by the way. And that is, of course, the Golden Gauntlet Worlds Qualifier 3. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, man.
There it is, guys.
We're
The
getting
set
better. We're getting better. The
three.
Golden
It took three of them.
Marvel Snap Golden Gauntlet World Championship Series qualifier
I had three.
number
Uh,
3.
it took us 3 times for us to get this right. Ladies and gentlemen, get hyped, get pumped, get excited. I am ready for this one. If the last two was the indication of how great this event is for people who want to get involved and actually be in the tournament scene, I'm telling you this third one is going to be off the chain. I am so excited to see what this new horde mechanic does for this tournament because I still
Yeah.
believe once we figure this horde thing out, why we want to play anything else. So I can't wait to see what people bring to this tournament and what decks we're going to see. They mix and match. Like I'm the most excited for out of all the other qualifiers for this one, and I cannot wait to see what people bring. Guess how do you feel about this next event, buddy?
I think I think people are going to be incredibly excited for this event because of something I've decided to reserve for literally this exact moment here on the podcast. I have not announced this. I have not talked about this publicly. I have not gone into further detail about this in any way, shape, or form quite yet. But this is a world premiere announcement about the Golden Gauntlet. Yes, it is an exclusive here. So,
drum roll, please.
feel free to share this with your communities and your friends and your other snappers. The qualifiers that are already in for the tournament that'll be competing on November 8th, and those who qualify on the event on October 11th, all you need to do is place 5-1 or better to get to Worlds. In Worlds, if you make the top 16, you have a chance at the grand prize. The winner will be receiving 75,000 collector's tokens and 25,000 gold.
I'm sorry. Stop right now. Stop right. Forget the tokens for a second. How much gold you just said?
25 grand.
And this is for the number one?
Yeah, that's for the world champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, 25K in gold. That's not 2500. 25 and 3 zeros, right? 25,000 gold for the winner of the Wonderful Worlds tournament. And all you have to do is be 5-1 in this qualifier. So if you didn't play in the other two,
have a chance at it.
A chance at it. Play in this one. Sign up. Why? How much does it cost to sign up again, guys?
It is free.
$0.99?
Zero, actually, just zero. Yes, there's no. I'll take the 99. That's fine, but it's zero for anybody else.
I want you to make sure to guess. You hear that, guys? Not $0.99, not $1.99, not $2.99, nothing 99. It is free, ladies and gentlemen, to sign up. And we'll have a link to that down below. We have a link on all the socials already. Check out the official Marvel Snap, everything. You guys will see it there. Sign up October 11th. Is your chance to win 25K gold. Listen, guys, I've never had that much gold in my life in Marvel Snap. You guys ready? You see my guy? I never had that much in my life. 75K tokens, that's nothing to sneeze at either. That is phenomenal, guys. That can get you every series pack, seasonal pack you want currently in the game. Do not miss out on this chance. We have.
You can go collection complete with that amount.
Yeah, exactly. We say something on my stream all the time when we have giveaways going on. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Okay, guys? There's no need to, you have nothing to lose here. So don't cheat yourself out of this opportunity. Treat yourself to this opportunity. That's
so huge. We had because we're doing this live. We had a question here also in the live chat. Is it only prizing for first place? No. The full top 16 will receive also prizes in Worlds. All of the top 16 versus in Worlds versus the qualifiers are all bumped up. So normally, for example, if you win in one of the qualifiers, you get first place. It's 30,000 gold and I believe 20,000 tokens for winning first place in qualifier number 3 or any of the prior ones that happened. Second place in Worlds gets you 30,000 tokens alone. But fourth and third get 20,000 tokens and 10K gold. Then it's 10,000 tokens for anybody 5th through 8th, and then it goes on and on and on. We'll have a full breakdown available actually relatively soon, but I can say it is top loaded because it is the World Championship, but everybody in the top 16 compared to the top 16s of the qualifiers, every single one of them has been bumped up. But first place is what everybody's shooting for. If you made it to Worlds, you're trying to win Worlds, and if you win Worlds, you should win 75K in tokens, 25K in gold, and then also the exclusives of cardbacks and titles galore.
Guys, this is my first time hearing about this, and I'm on the team to help put this together. So now I'm thinking I wish I was not on the team right now so I could actually play this event because this is madness.
You're busy, dude.
What we're Giving away?
Yeah,
I'm about to sneeze. Calling out. Don't feel too
yeah,
good, guys.
it's yeah, yeah.
October
I'm
11th,
excited to
I
announce
have to
that.
go to the doctor.
Yeah, I'm excited to announce that. So, yeah, I saved that for this because the Worlds is a big prize pool. You know, we didn't want to just say, okay, we'll make it a little better for the winners. No, we're making it like really. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's huge, man. I'm pumped. I'm excited for that. And I think all of you guys should as well, who are already qualified, ready to go into Worlds, as well as those who have the opportunity to sign up and get get it going this wonderful October 11th. And you can sign up now, guys. The links are down below. If you're on the live stream right now, it's in guest chat. Again, check out Twitter, all the other socials. You can sign up right now. Stop watching the stream. Go sign up. And if you're listening, pause. Go sign up. Come back. Make sure you guys get in there and don't worry about what decks to bring if you don't think you have all the cards, etc. If you look at the last two winners, the first one was a ongoing with Electra and Spectrum, and the second one was a discard deck with APOC and other cards. So again, guys, go ahead and check out the link. Sign up. Bring your best deck. Pause to the event. You have any and every chance to get to that wonderful Worlds event. Wow. That's awesome, man. 75K in goals. I mean, 75K tokens, 25K gold. Listen, you got. All right. So this part of the wonderful podcast, we go ahead and go over some of the awesome or not awesome comments that we got on the last podcast. I'm gonna kick things off with Beta Ray Bill. This is when we spoke about the new changes to Shang-Chi, him becoming now staying his way, just getting additional power. This one says, pour out one for my boy Shang. They did him dirty. I don't still think they did him dirty. I think Shang-Chi is where he should be right now. He is probably getting less gameplay, but I think
Yeah.
he's still good. We'll see if this continues into the end of October, and then maybe they might think about putting him back. At this point,
Ooh, no. Ooh, no, 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 no,
you don't
no.
think so?
They announced it. They straight up
Or
said in the announcement when they reverted him that they want to see his performance in Golden Gauntlet specifically
oh
first
yeah,
before they
yeah.
make any other changes.
So end of October, I said. You talking about the worlds, or you talking about just in
No,
general? The end?
no, it'd be just like let Golden Gauntlet happen, and then the following OTA, if they need to make any further changes to
Oh,
Shang-Chi,
perfect.
it'd be
Even
mid
sooner.
October.
Yeah, even sooner. Excuse me. Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. The podcast makes me happy every Friday. Make their Friday every better. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. That's awesome. We definitely appreciate that. Thank you for that. Waiting
Hell
for
yeah,
Glory. What a name. This is wonderful. This is a wonderful podcast. I love you guys. Wow, we get a lot of love this week. This is great. And this
I
is
love
from
the
Wham
love.
Bam Sam. Thank you guys. Shang should at least always hit the bigger card. You know what? I don't disagree with you on that. Why not?
I'm
Let him
with you.
always no,
I'm with you
I
on that
disagree.
one.
I disagree. No, don't hit my wonderful infinite. Hit the little She-Hulk at the bottom. I disagree now. Forget that.
Why are you stacking them
Uh,
in the same lane?
that's true. I wouldn't do that. Maybe I would if I already won the other lane, I'm trying to win that lane. Maybe. You're right. Okay. Cosmic Ghost Rider will be everywhere next week instead of Ghost Rider. This was this week that just came out. I didn't see a lot of Cosmic Ghost Rider to be honest. I saw a lot of
I got Cosmic quite a few
okay.
times actually.
All
Yeah,
right. Well, there it goes. Buff Nakia. Maybe. I think Nakia needs some love now, seeing that Vision is out. She does the same thing, just better. So I agree. Let's buff Nakia. She should give +2. I think that'd be a better way to go. Agatha is
I don't know
supposed to
about plus
be.
two. Just make her stronger. Just make her a 3/4 at least.
Okay. I mean, listen. Nobody. You make her
Plus
stronger.
two's busted, man.
I'm still not playing her over Vision, unless I'm playing a Wakanda Forever deck. But think about that. Vision is way better because she could give +2 or more throughout the game if you really think about it. Vision,
Yeah,
where
no,
Nakia
I get it.
can't. So that's why I said one time +2, because Vision can at least give you +3 if you get it down on turn 3 and winning the lane. But either way, you're right. +2 is going to be busted. Um, then we have Agatha is supposed to be a meme card. Put her back playing the entire game. Nope, we have that location for that. His name is Ego. Then we have every variant, of course, yes. Next, we have yes, they are releasing too many cards too fast. I occasionally get boosters for cards that I don't remember I own. Wait, I didn't think I own Helion, and yes, I do. And who is Frankie Nova, and what does she do? Frankie Nova is a card that gets plus whatever power for when you play a 6 cost. Nobody cares about Frankie Nova. Put Frankie Nova on the shelf. Don't ever put that card in your deck. Then we have Shang got so nerfed. If they were going to rework it, then it should be the highest power card at least. Okay, somebody else said the same thing. Guess agrees. No problem, guys. Then we have Adrans. At least tech isn't saying touched anymore. Well, because of that comment, starting next week, I'm going to say every card needs to get touched. All right. And then the last but not least, Shang
Great.
is way, way too huge of a power swing to be reverted. He is fine where he is since most decks have a hard time running big cards in one lane, so he's fine. I don't want a 4 cost and plus 20 plus power card in the damn game. It's pretty right. Totally agree. All right. So that wraps up that. We got more Shang discussion, but is there anything else you want to say before we head out?
Yes, there is something I do want to say.
Go ahead.
I have a proposition for you.
Okay.
It
Yes.
is a birthday for birthday exchange proposition.
Okay.
And I'm straight out saying the gifts themselves
All right.
from both of us.
Okay.
In exchange, I will provide you the full conversation I had with Glenn Jones talking about buffing the Infinite.
Oh, I'll put that on the right
If
time. Okay.
if
Mm-hmm.
for my birthday
Okay.
we post the podcast on my channel, because it'll actually be on that Friday also.
That's totally fine with me. Deal and deal. I love it.
So the episode on the 17th will be on my channel,
Yep.
posted for the one and only time ever.
On your birthday. That's
Then,
totally fine with me.
for my birthday, and I will give you the full conversation I had with Glenn Jones, specifically talking about buffing the Infinite.
Look at that guy. Put the head on the right time. That's awesome. I'm down for that. Totally down for that. And yes, guys, we should definitely buff Infinite. I have been putting out a wonderful campaign over on X. Make sure you guys go check that out. Leave a link down to it below. We're on day 2 of buffing the Infinite. We've got some great ideas. I can't wait for you guys to go ahead and read about it. All right. So there you guys go. The 17th episode, sorry, the October 17th episode, the title, the birthday episode of Guest, will be over on Guest's channel on YouTube. Cool thing is that should be the week after the Golden Gauntlet. So we will have our wonderful KM Guest episode for that one, which will be sitting on the episode. And then, of course, for my birthday, it will be back here. But as well, we'll be hearing that full conversation about we should get the Infinite buffed. All right, guys, until next week, have a great time. Keep getting those variants and enjoy those epic sax parties. Peace.
Peace.